Some fugitives run, others hunt. This is the story of a man who did both. In 1969, the United States was already on edge. Crime was rising, trust in institutions was cracking, and somewhere in the shadows, a man who never should have been free was already planning his next move. His name was Billie Austin Bryant. Before the headlines, before the manhunt, Bryant was already a violent criminal. He had been convicted of multiple robberies and assaults, and was serving a long federal sentence, anywhere from nearly 2 decades to over 50 years behind bars. For most men, that would have been the end of the story, but Bryant wasn't most men. In August of 1968, he made a decision that would change everything. He escaped. At a correctional facility in Lorton, Virginia, Bryant used his access to a prison work area to get behind the wheel of a vehicle. And then, he drove straight through a temporary fence and into freedom. Just like that, he was gone. Bryant didn't disappear quietly. He didn't lay low. He didn't try to rebuild a life. Instead, he went right back to what he knew best: crime. Months passed, and then, on January 8, 1969, everything escalated. That morning, a bank in Maryland was robbed. Witnesses didn't just see the suspect, they recognized him. It was Bryant. The FBI was notified almost immediately. This wasn't just a robbery anymore. This was an escaped federal prisoner, armed, dangerous, and now active again. Agents began tracking him, moving quickly, closing in, and soon, they believed they had found him. In Washington, D.C., inside an apartment building, just miles from where the robbery had taken place, 3 FBI agents approached the location. Carefully, cautiously, they knocked. The door opened, and in that moment, everything changed. Bryant opened fire. Gunshots echoed through the hallway, fast, loud, relentless. 2 agents, Special Agent Anthony Palmisano and Special Agent Edwin Woodruff, were hit. Both men would die from their wounds. They were young, they were trained, and they never had a chance. A 3rd agent survived and immediately called for help, but Bryant was already gone. He escaped again. Within minutes, the area was locked down. Police flooded the streets. Sirens cut through the air. Helicopters circled overhead. What followed was an all-out manhunt. Hundreds of officers, local police, federal agents, canine units, roadblocks, every available resource, all focused on one man. And still, Bryant had vanished. For a moment, it looked like he might actually get away. Something unexpected happened. Just hours after the shooting, a phone call came in. A local resident reported hearing strange noises coming from his attic. Police responded. They searched the building, slowly, carefully. Then they called out. And from above, a voice answered. It was him. He was stuck, trapped in the attic, unable to get out. Now, he was cornered. He was arrested on the spot. And just like that, it was over. His time as one of the FBI's most wanted fugitives lasted only about 2 hours. One of the shortest in history. But what he did in those hours would never be forgotten. After his arrest, Bryant confessed to the shootings. But he didn't show remorse. Instead, he claimed it was self-defense. Investigators, and later a jury, didn't agree. 2 counts of first-degree murder, and sentenced to life in prison. Some criminals fear capture, others don't care, and sometimes those are the ones we never forget.
This has been an episode of the Black File Society. Subscribe, like, and hit that bell button.